Write it down. Why aren't you writing things down? Why aren't you following up? This is a very simple practice we recommend to all of our clients, be it a team member, team leaders, business owner, whoever. You need to write things down and follow that up. Now, what I mean by this is look at the world right now. There's some pretty big global conflict going on, and allegedly, from what I understand, is still unfolding, was that 3 parties came together and they had some discussions, and through these discussions, they came to an agreement to, do some things. Now, 2 of the 3 members say that something wasn't agreed to, where the 3rd member said it was agreed to. But from what I understand, there wasn't anything in writing. And this is where assumptions and miscommunication play a big factor. Now, 2 of those 3 members broke the agreement, so the 3rd one's like, well, I'm not going to follow the rules if you're also not following the rules. And this is why leaders and team members, we have to write things down and follow things up. Now, this could be from a meeting or a drive-by meeting. So drive-by meetings when someone basically walks past who said, hey, I need A, B, and C done. You're like, oh yeah, for sure. Drive-by means. The reason we want to write things down is it takes out any tone, any inflection, and really gets to the heart of the subject. Now, as the person delivering the information, if you're not necessarily conveying everything effectively, or you're assuming that you've done so because you're the expert, you're assuming the person truly understands you. So it's really important that either you as the person delivering the information sends the notes, and or the person receiving it does the same. Both parties need to have responsibility within this, and ownership is a big part of leadership. So if you are given information, you should really follow it up and say, based on the conversation, you want me to do A, B, and C. And because it takes out the tone and inflection, it really cuts through to the details. So someone says, actually, no, what I actually mean is I need you to do this. And so by breaking down in those forms, in writing, in simple point form, not overcomplicating it, it allows for clarity. Because when we assume people understand exactly what we mean, that's when we get into trouble. So it's so important that we write things down. Now, if you're a team member and you're worried that your boss is out to get you or you have a really toxic workplace, write things down, send emails. Every time a drive-by goes on, you need to write stuff down. The reason being, if we don't do that, there's a high probability that you have no legs to stand on when something doesn't go right. So every time you're given information, write it down, send it back to your boss, because it gives it gives evidence. It has proof in the pudding. You can look back and say, hey, I told you I was going to do this, and I did exactly that, and you either didn't respond to my email or you agreed to it. It protects you and also allows them the ability to correct you if you have misunderstood them. Remember, write it down, super important, and as always, you got this.